Welcome to the Hypnotic Smokeout series. This is Guzalia Davis, and I am thrilled today to have a very special guest, professional hypnotist, charismatic speaker and entertainer, a comedian, author, one and only Jim Kellner. Nice to have you here today.
Thank you, Guzalia.
Jim will give us some tips on how to prepare for smoking cessation, how to succeed in quitting smoking. I think now more than ever, people trying to quit smoking, and with the recent scare of vaping, people were dying from vaping. I think people understand that now is the time to quit and become a non-smoker. So today I will be the voice for people who want to quit smoking, and I'll ask the questions I usually get.
Okay.
So Jim, is it effective? Is hypnosis effective?
Nope, just kidding. That was quick. No, of course it is. I mean, hypnosis, if you look at the statistics, it's one of the more effective treatments, and I don't have the percentage in front of me right now, but it's one of the more effective ways of quitting, so it can be very effective for people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot less painful than many of the other methods as well.
The word painful you just mentioned, is hypnosis can be painful?
No, it's way less painful with hypnosis. Hypnosis rarely hurts.
So if I am come to you to quit smoking, will it hurt?
It will not. If it does, I'm doing something wrong.
So would you say, of course I know on my part, but in your practice, is it safe practice, hypnosis in general?
You know, I'll tell you, so that there are a lot of different ways of quitting smoking. You know, there's pills, there's patches, all these things. And I think that they can be effective as well. With hypnosis, the only side effect is that you're more relaxed than ever. There's so many good reasons to use hypnosis, but I think one of the top ones is that you don't have to worry about, I remember I quit smoking a long time ago, and I tried to use one of the medications, and I had a reaction. My hand swelled up, and it could have been my throat. I had an anaphylactic response to it, and so it could have been very dangerous. So I mean, you just don't have that with hypnosis. It's completely safe, effective, and there literally are no side effects, negative side effects to it.
The most important question: do you give a guarantee? Everybody asks that.
I know, and it's so funny because people seem to be kind of hung up on this idea of a guarantee when it comes to hypnosis. And I always say, does your doctor give you a guarantee when you have the flu or when you have some illness or something like this? I don't know why that is. I think the reason people want a guarantee with hypnosis is because they just don't understand that it's a legitimate science, and it's been researched for decades by major universities. In fact, in universities like Guzalia, like Harvard and Stanford. So there's no doubt that hypnosis works. But of course, everyone we meet thinks they can't be hypnotized. So they're like, well, what if you can't hypnotize me? That's not even a question. It's if you understood hypnosis, you would know that everyone can be hypnotized. Now, what I do for my clients is I give them a guarantee in that I will work with them until they quit. If it takes generally I do it in 3 sessions because I want to make sure that they're going to be quit for life. If it takes 4 sessions, 5 sessions, 10 sessions, it's all included in the same price. And then if they ever start smoking again or even think about it, they call me, we do another session. I've had that happen once or twice in all my years of doing hypnosis. Somebody has said, I started back because, a friend or loved one passed away or something. I got really stressed. We do a session, and then they're quit again.
It's very good. It's as though they have this shoulder to lean on if something bad happens. It's very.
That's a great way of thinking about it. Yeah, absolutely.
And there is no pressure. What if it doesn't work today? What's that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good. So, would you categorize people? Would that work better for some people and less for others? I know hypnosis works for everybody, but specifically with smoking.
Well, that's a great question, Guzalia, because there are some people that I do find that it works better for, and those are the people that truly do want to quit. They're not just there because their doctor said they have to or their spouse said they had to. And in fact, I've turned people away. In my earlier on, I wanted to help everybody, and I was like, well, I don't think they're that committed, but I'm going to try and help them anyway. And then they didn't quit, and then we're doing session after session, and they still didn't want to quit. But so I literally, if I don't think you're going to be successful, I'll turn you away. And I've had people that were frustrated by that, but I don't. So, and I'm sure you feel the same way, because the last thing I want is an unsuccessful client, because
Yes,
not only do I
it has to be their genuine desire and decision.
absolutely,
Like very often, a wife will call and book for a
right.
husband.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No,
No.
He's a grown boy. He can make that call.
Exactly.
So,
In fact, I've had the same thing. Somebody will try to make an appointment for their spouse, and I'm no, they need to get it. Or I had one that scheduled a consultation. She wanted her husband to quit, so she wanted to do the consultation. I said, it's a waste of time for us to have a consultation, because it's about them. And well, he's working, he doesn't have time. Well, he needs to find the time, because if he can't find the time to have a consultation, I can't be a good judge of. I can't tell him if I think it's going to be successful. And like I'm saying, the last thing that we want is an unsuccessful client. Not only because we want to have successful clients, but literally it's bad for business. It's because this person isn't going to say, well, I wasn't that committed, and that's why it didn't work. When somebody asks, somebody's going to say, hey, didn't you try hypnosis? And they go, yeah, it didn't work. So it just kind of it creates a bad name for myself and for hypnosis. So I want you to be successful. I'll turn you away if I don't think you will be.
Mm-hmm. So you do offer consultation prior booking?
Absolutely. Yep.
To sort people out, whether they're committed or not.
And I have told people, I said, look, you know what, if you want to give this some more thought and come up with the reasons why you're gonna quit, and this and make it stronger for yourself, and then call me back and we'll work together. One of the key things that I do when I'm working with somebody is, like I will say before we start the hypnosis, are you ready to be smoke free? If they say I'm going to try, I will say, what I need is an affirmative. Are you ready to be smoke free? Now, if they keep saying I'll try, I don't work with them. I'm sorry, I can't work with you, because I don't want you to try to stop. I want you to stop.
Another question people like to discuss. What is it smoking really? Is it an addiction? Is it a habit? Is it a security blanket?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know if I could personally decide on that. I think for some people it might just be a habit, and like I had a roommate in college who would smoke on the weekends. I guess he had a habit of smoking on the weekends. He would hand me the pack on Monday and go, here, you can have the rest, because I was a smoker. And it drove me crazy, because I was an addict. I had to have my fix every hour or two. For some people, I think it's really an addiction. Some people, it might just be a bad habit. There was another part of that question that I can't remember what it was now.
Security blanket. I don't know why I brought it up.
Oh.
People always say, how can I quit smoking if it's my security blanket or it's my best friend? What am I going to do without it now?
Right. Well, and this is the thing too, and I would say the same thing to them about like, because we know we have those people too that are like, well, I have to have a cigarette when I get stressed. Well, no, you don't. That's just what you've chosen so far. That's the security blanket that you've chosen. That's the best friend you've chosen. At the time you chose that best friend, maybe it was a good choice for you in the moment, or at least it felt like a good choice. It's no longer a good choice for you. And there are plenty of other things that you can use. And I know as a smoker, like I'll tell you, one of the stupidest things I remember was, well, what if I arrive somewhere early? what will I do with my time if I'm not smoking?
You know,
It's like,
having that experience gives you such a big advantage over like us who never
yeah,
smoke.
yeah. I mean,
It took me a while, you know, to really
mhm,
comprehend the withdrawal symptoms, because in the book it's usually irritability, insomnia, cravings, maybe sweating, maybe mucus, but people who really experience that bring up all kinds of symptoms I could not even imagine.
yeah.
So, and you have your own experience. I think you can be so much better at it than non-smokers.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, I do have a different perspective, that's for sure. And that's why I think that's one of the reasons I think I'm good at a lot of different areas, because I've had a lot of problems, believe me. So, um, but yeah, I mean, it's the stupid things like, you know, I remember, so thinking about that. And also here's the thing too, it was wrapped up in my identity. I remember telling a friend of mine, I was like, I can't quit smoking because I feel like I look cool when I'm smoking. And she said, you don't look cool when you're smoking. And I said, what?
No, it's not cool, and it smells bad. It
Right.
smells
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. Oh, you know, that's funny. I was taking a bus in Phoenix one time. I was taking it to downtown, and I'm sitting next to this guy, older guy, and boy, he smelled like a chimney. And we were talking, and he found out I was a hypnotist, and he said, "Oh, I should come to you to quit smoking." I go, "Yeah, you definitely should." And he goes, "Well, I don't really care, but I'm on the dating app, and none of these women want to date me because I smoke." And he goes, "I don't understand why." And I said, "Oh, when you quit, you'll understand, because it was
Yeah,
nasty."
yeah, yeah. People that smoke, they become numb to
Yeah,
taste and to smells, and
smell and taste.
that's
Yeah,
one of
absolutely.
the other good side effects. The sense of taste and smell comes back, and you enjoy even simple food so much more. Like I
Right.
had people drinking plain water and saying, "I've never tasted water like that.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
delicious. It has a flavor." So,
Yeah.
if I am to book an appointment with you to quit smoking right now,
Yeah.
what will you tell me how to prepare to increase my success rate chance?
Well, you know, I mean, it just depends on the client. If they want to do some steps ahead of time, then I'm, you know, happy to do that, or we can just do it at the time. One of the things that I will tell them is to stop thinking of themselves as a smoker, because right now they identify as a smoker. And what I tell them is that at least by the time we do the first session, but even ahead of time, what you can do is you can start reminding yourself, you're not a smoker, you're a person who happens to be smoking right now. Because there's so much wrapped up in that label, you know. The other thing is too is make it difficult to get to your cigarettes. And so one of the problems that I see with people with smoking is it's just so convenient. I remember I always kept them right there in my pocket or my jacket pocket. You just, without even thinking, you just reach in, grab a cigarette, and you start smoking. And so I say, make it a little bit tough. Put them in your glove box or put them in your freezer or something. So you at least have to think about it before you do it, so it's not so habitual.
That's a very good tip. So, where people can find you?
They can find me at jimkellnerhypnotist.com.
And I will put the links below. Um,
Great.
in honor of the great American Smokeout Day that is coming on November 21st,
Mhm.
will you have any special offer for our listeners?
I will. If you say that you heard this on Guzalia's video, I will give you $200 off my guaranteed three session stop smoking program. And also, if you just want to try out hypnosis, go to my website, that jimkellnerhypnotist.com. You can download a free hypnosis recording and get a taste of what hypnosis is like, and maybe relax a little bit too.
That is very, very generous, Jim. Thank you very much. So great to have you here.
Sure. Thank you for having me.